Irving Game of the Week is brought to you in part by Gerald Stavely Dry Cleaning.
From Irving School Stadium, it's the Game of the Week on ICTN. Tonight, a matchup that may very well decide who finishes in last place in District 6-5A as the Nimitz Vikings play host to the Lions of R.L. Turner. This, by the way, homecoming for the Vikings 2013. And hi again, everyone. I'm Lance Brown. Bob Berry will be along in just a bit. So glad to have you along for this contest. It is a beautiful night for football. Temperatures in the mid-80s right now. Strong wind blowing out of the south, about 15 to 25 miles an hour, depending on the wind gust. But we'll have a good night for football, and hopefully we'll have a good game as well. I mean, the likelihood of the loser of this ball game making the playoffs this year is right around there with the likelihood of me being the lead announcer for the Super Bowl or something like that. Not very good, huh? It is an interesting matchup between two teams with two coaches. They're new coaches. They haven't had much of a history in the last 10 years, and we'll talk about all that more in just a moment. Right now, here's what the standings look like in the district after last night's win by Trinity here at Irving School Stadium over MacArthur. Irving and Bell will play tonight at HEB Stadium to see who will be tied with the Trojans for first. Heritage and Grapevine will play tonight to see who will be tied for last place with the loser of this game. The new head coach at Turner is Mike Ramirez, who was a head coach down in Brownsville for a couple of years. I mean, that was a difficult job, and this one, it's probably even tougher. I mean, this is a school that has won a grand total of 6 games in the last 9 years, playing far more difficult competition, of course. The last time they had a winning record, by the way, the Razor was the most popular cell phone. So now it's Coach Ramirez's task to try to turn this program around, and it's been, well, trying to say the very least. They've been blown out in all 4 contests. Even the 2-touchdown loss to 3A Wilmer Hutchins wasn't as close as the score indicated. The Lions scored both their touchdowns very late in the ball game. But it's not like there isn't a lot of talent here. I mean, running back Brutus Waters, he's really done a good job this year. Here's a young man who has rushed for nearly 400 yards, 3 touchdowns for a team that's usually behind early and is forced to pass the ball a lot. But unfortunately, there's just not a lot else to look and cheer for in Lion Country this year. For the Vikings, not a lot to shout about after the opening victory over a pretty weak North Garland team. They played hard against Lamar and McKinney. The Vikings played very tough against Irving last week, but they came up short. The problem was the Vikings' failure to execute the passing game. Quarterback Jimmy Clark missed some wide-open receivers, and those that might have been caught for easy scores, well, they were dropped. So just not a very good game in that respect for the Vikings. Now, one of the guys who had a great game for Nimitz last week was linebacker David Glockner. You know, football stats, especially defensive stats, they're somewhat misleading, but all I can go by is my eye, and last week, David, he was all over the field making stops, and although the Tigers won it, it wasn't because they were able to run the ball that well. I mean, they only averaged 3 yards a carry. All right, this is homecoming for the Vikings this year, and hopefully the kids will have their heads screwed on straight and be thinking about this game. The Turner Lions, they're not a very good football team, so we're not going to belabor the obvious all night long and bore you with that. But the Vikings, they're not a good enough team to take the Lions or anybody for that matter for granted. So let's see what happens. The game of the week is next right here on ICTN.
This is Bob Berry up in the press box with Lance Brown. Homecoming for the Nimitz Vikings. They have won the toss, and they have deferred. So the Lions of R.L. Turner will be receiving. Vikings kicking off. We have a... So we'll be moving into that win. And the Lions coming out on the field right now, as are the Vikings. I guess we could say it's a big game for, well, they're all big when you really get down to it. A difference between a big game and a meaningful game. Vikings looking put some points on the board and get a victory in district play. Lance, what do you think about tonight's game?
Well, I tell you what.
Please do.
It's obviously both these teams. The loser of this game, as I said in the pregame, is going to be out of the playoffs. It's a hard road to go for RL Turner. They're not a very good team, but you know what? They got a first-year coach. They're trying their best, and let's just see what happens tonight as we get set for Ben Gaska's kickoff to either Christian Wolford or Davis Francis. High end over end towards the near sidelines, going to stay in bounds, taken by Wolford. And
Whoa.
Wolford, yipes. Sorry he picked that up, didn't he? Hoya making the stop. So let's spot the ball, 25-yard line. Let's take a look at the offense right now for your RL Lion team. It is Lara, Guardado, Rosas, Munoz, Santiago on the offensive line. Carlos Ramirez is the quarterback. Brutus Waters, the tailback. Francis, Torres, Rourke, and Padilla are the receivers. Carlos Ramirez completing 45% of his passes this year, 4 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. The running back, Walters, has been a good one, though, this year. Here is Walters trying to break outside and picks up 1, maybe 2 yards where he is stopped here on the near side.
Walters that time stumbled a little bit with the handoff, and that certainly took him out of the play. There's the defensive lineup right there.
Morales, Mays, and Iguez on the line. Scott, Glockner, Balderson, and Scott are the tackles, or the linebackers, I should say. Velasquez and Brewer, the corners, and Horta and Simpson, the defensive backs. Throw quick out, near side, caught, and first down. The ball is caught there by Padilla, the tight end. They got a first down. So that's about a 20-yard, about an 18-yard pickup. First and 10. Mike Ramirez, the head coach, telling me that it's a young but a very hard-working offensive line. A little delay action by Ramirez, the quarterback. He keeps her about 5. The Vikings are saying it's a fumble, but the officials are saying no, it ain't. And so that'll be a 5-yard pickup through the midfield stripe. Second down, 5. Oh wait, Jonathan Orr is not in the ballgame. He's injured, so he's going to. We have another starter. We'll give you that number for you in a second. Second down, 5.
Boy, they better get this ball snapped.
4 seconds on the play clock. There is a lateral pass out to the near side. It is caught, but not for many yards, goes Torres, and in fact, it's going to be a loss of about 3. Mark it at the 48-yard line. Very close to being a lateral, but we'll call it forward passes for the grins of it. But it is third down, 7 regardless, no matter what you call it. As Ramirez looks things over. Now he looks at his coach. Looking to fire, and he does. It's complete to the near side, and another first down as the reception is made by Kendavius Francis. That's his 13th reception of the season. We'll watch it again, Bob.
Nice grab by this young man who's hit and then knocked out of bounds. But the ball was thrown perfectly. Francis just turned around. The ball was right to him.
Velasquez on the stop. First down for the Lions. They're at the Viking 41-yard line. Ramirez hands off.
Whoa.
Yikes. And I'm sure Walters wanted a do-over on that one. No, don't give it to me this time. He was slammed down, maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, but just all over him that time was Greg Carter. A loss of 1, 2nd down and 11. Just underway here at Irving School Stadium. Homecoming 2013 for the Nimitz Vikings. Nice hole. Will be about a yard shy of the first down. Ramirez picks up close to 10 yards on that play. It'll be 3rd down and 2, making a 9-yard pickup. Ramirez looking it over on the opening drive. 9 seconds on the play clock. Tight end gets up and moves. That's Padilla. They hand off Waters. Waters fighting. Let's see where the spot's going to be.
Got to be short by about half a yard.
Bob is correct. They'll bring up 4th down. The Lions will obviously go for it in this situation. Waters with a 1-yard run. As everybody looks over. Now let's see what Coach Ramirez has up his sleeve right here on 4th down. Give it to your ace. That's the way you do it. And you get the 1st down. Michael Scott coming up from the linebacking position to make the stop, but not before Walters got 2 yards on the 1st down. Gets a little room there, Bob.
Nothing fancy, but they only needed a yard, and he got that and a little bit more. 3 consecutive 1st downs for the Lions. Taking the ball from their 25 down to the Nimitz 30.
Ramirez looks things over on 1st and 10.
Now he wants to call timeout. There was just 1 second left on the play clock.
Smart move. This has been a
good
drive.
It really was, yeah.
At this point in the game, it's use them or lose them, and you want to get the early lead. In fact, that's one of the keys, I thought, for the Lions tonight coming into this ball game, as if they wanted a chance to beat the Vikings tonight. And here are the keys. Get the early lead. They haven't had that all year long, and they need that very badly. They need to force some turnovers against the Vikings to make things go their way. And this play keep away. Try to hold on to the football as long as they can and not let the Vikings have it. Sounds pretty simple. Let's see if they can do it. For the Vikings, they have to be concentrating on Turner and not Homecoming. We'll see if that happens. They need to catch the ball and pass it better than they did last week. Not a good job against Irving. And they just need to stomp on this team early, get them down, and make them go into the kind of, oh, well, it's all over type of mentality. Timeout is over. We're ready to go. 1st and 10 from the Viking 30-yard line. Ramirez on the play action. Fires, has a man open, complete. Padilla, 15, fumbles the football. Both teams saying they got it.
Turner's ball, another 1st down.
Turner got a little break that time and came out of Padilla's hands. It looked like it was knocked out by D'Angelo Allen. Watch Allen come up here. Delivered to hit another player on him too as well. They'll help strip it away. So, but he did get it back. So that's a break for the Lions as they get a 1st down. 1st and 10. The ball is at the 12-yard line. Ramirez has a 1st down to the 1-yard line. Good drive here by Turner. Obviously, they've game planned this pretty well here in the opening going with the schemes on the offensive line, Bob. They've been able to get some openings here. Some good. There's Angelo Allen coming in to make the stop that time, but too late. 1st down. 1st down, goal to go for Turner. Waters. Officials have not said anything yet. Touchdown. So Brutus Waters scores his 4th touchdown of the season. 75-yard drive that time, wasn't it, Bob?
Yes.
Okay. So Turner takes the early lead. They line up in the swinging gate. The Turners had a lead all year long. Now they shift with 21 seconds remaining on the play clock. Ramirez will hold. No, that's Roberto Flores to add the extra point. The ball is blocked. It can be run back for 2, but it won't. They scrum it back. Well, I don't know who 24 is. Their kicker, they have 2 of them, Roberto Flores and Edgar Melcher. And maybe they put a different uniform on one of them. But let's watch a touchdown, Robert.
Nothing fancy, just straight ahead, head down. A lot of pushing, shoving, but he did get across. The 2 officials had to meet before they signaled the touchdown. They wanted to make sure that they got it right.
That was just mano-a-mano that time. Walters running right into Glockner, and Glockner standing him up. But they said Walters got enough. All you have to do is just get any part of the ball across that goal line, and that's all that she wrote. And the Lions, this could very well be their first lead of the year. They lead this ball game 6-0.
Well, coming into this game, Ramirez had completed less than half of his passes, but he was Mr. Accuracy here. Threw the ball 4 times, 4 completions, for a total yardage of 46 yards. Threw well and ran well. Threw for 46, ran for 26.
So the Vikings going to get the ball for the first time tonight on offense. They send the freshman Eugene back. Mark Eugene along with D'Angelo Allen. It's a short kick. They're not going to let them touch it. Fair catch being taken at the 36-yard, 35-yard line. Somebody got a little hitch in his get-along, too, as he's kind of hobbling off. Is that Delonte Scott? Now let's take a look at the offense for Nimitz. The line, you have Garduno, Moses, Murray, Inigas, and Briscoe on the offensive line. In the backfield, Clark and Henry. And the receivers, Scott, Chocolov, Spears, and Allen. But Joe Pena's out there right now. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. There's Clark to keep. Clark picks up 2 yards to the 37-yard line. Where we'll bring up 2nd down and 8. Second down play. Clark to throw, fires down, complete. Here to the near side, this is Scott. Scott out to the 50 and a 1st down. Good quickness and speed that time by Michael Scott. They had the blocking set up well for him. Let's watch it again, Robert.
Quick pass, Scott with it. He's a tall guy, no doubt about that. Boy, I'll tell you, kind of dangerous the way he carried that ball just in one hand.
Roderick Binns making the stop. 1st and 10 for Nimitz. Jimmy Clark. He's going to keep. Look at the moves. 40. Clark, somebody lost their helmet. And out of bounds goes Clark at the 27-yard line. Losing his helmet that time was Michael Scott, so by rule now he must come out of the ball game for one series. But look at the moves here by Clark. Oh, man. $17 on the play clock. they're trying to get the play in here. Clark looks it over. Gonna keep. And
Clark, the quarterback,
maybe
he's
pick
going
up
to
a
play
yard.
number 5 for Nimitz.
Strickland in on the stop. Second down play coming up. A
Eric
1 yard
Beans
pickup for Clark.
on the stop. Good down, 9 to go.
He looks at the 3-man front. Play action. Clark is going to have to scramble. A lot of time. Finds his man. Complete to Michael Scott.
As
And
to
Michael
number 1, Michael Scott.
picks up about 6 yards to the 22-yard line. It's going to bring up third down and roughly 3. What Scott kind of
Ronaldo
stripped out
Garcia,
here.
number 56, assisting on that tackle.
Well, that's strength right
They're
there.
down
Just
4
threw that
balls after
receiver
22.
aside, or defender aside, I should say. Third down, 3-4 yards to go for the first down for the Vikings. Henry in the backfield. He has yet to carry the ball. He's not going to this time either. Clark keeps. Clark maybe picks up a yard, but not much more than that. Taylor Freeman, junior linebacker, making the stop. He's a 190-pound young man. So it's fourth down, and about 3 yards to go for that first down. Clark looks at the center of Murray. Rolls out, fires back the other way to Scott. Scott's going to go for the touchdown. That's a 21-yard pass. And we're tied for the time being. But you know, Bob, what you were talking about earlier with the way he holds the ball?
Oh, yeah.
You saw it there, didn't he?
Yeah.
Swinging gate set up right now for Nimitz. I doubt they're going to run it, since they already, all they need is the extra point to take the lead. Here comes Gaskin. Gaskin looking for his 10th extra point of the season.
The Q-set number 12 will be the holder.
Now a timeout called, and well, Rogers isn't happy.
Well, he's a man short. I don't know that they've got everybody out there that they need to take that extra point. A young man started to come out on the field and then stopped, and that's when the coach Rogers called the timeout.
Well, let's watch the touchdown, Bob.
Very nice. Scott with that inside screen, and he's a big guy and fast as well. Gives you plenty to throw for. See, they fake to the right, then come back to the left, and Scott all alone for a second, and then he just evaded some would-be tacklers and went in for the TD.
So that's Michael Scott's first touchdown of the season. As you see, Coach Brian Rogers in his first year there. Remember, he didn't get this team until a few weeks before the season started. Now he's coming over to talk to Delonte Scott. Apparently he was a young man supposed to be out there, but he injured himself. Uh-oh.
Whoops.
They're going to have to try to throw for 2, and all they're going to get is Nifu Nifa.
The flag on the play.
A lonely feeling for Joe Pena, the holder out there, as it was not a good snap, and so he winds up eating it, and as a result. But we have a flag down, so apparently the Vikings are going to get a second opportunity at this. Offsides against the Lions, so that's a break for Nimitz. Could be a 1-point penalty here. Let's see what happens. Pena will attempt to hold again, saying, "Just give me the ball right so I don't have to beat it again, please." Good snap, ball down, kick is perfect. And the Vikings, 1 point lead.
Time out on the field with the score, Nimitz 7, R.L. Turner 6.
As Clark throws his 3rd touchdown pass of the season.
Well, some similarities here in this first quarter of play with the two scores. Both teams taking the kickoff and moving down the field. The Lions took the opening kickoff of the game, moved 75 yards, scored on a 1-yard plunge by Waters. And then the Vikings got the ball, ran it back on the kickoff, back to their 35. Moved it 65 yards in, with Scott going the final 21 on the pass.
Well, many teams do well on their opening drives. They've game planned all week long, and now the defensive coordinators and everything have had a chance to have the kids come over. They talk about what they did well, what they did wrong, and then they move things around, and then we'll see what happens when they make these adjustments. Gaska will kick the ball off. Wolford and Francis again deep to receive for the Lions. Again, a stiff wind at the back of Gaska, but he's just pooch kicking. Will it stay in bounds? Yes. Uh-oh, look at this. Trouble, trouble, trouble. Wolford coming up the middle. Wolford could go. Gaska ain't going to catch him. Wolford could go all the way, and he's going to do it. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Man alive, that wasn't very good kickoff coverage by the Vikings. Nobody was close to him, really. I mean, he just broke everything back.
When we show you this replay, you're going to see that the ball almost went out of bounds.
It did?
Yeah, the return man got it just before it would go out of bounds, ran it back, and then, boy, he just got a tremendous break and took advantage of it and went all the way in for the score.
So Turner is up by a score of 12-7. They may run the swinging gate right here since they would need it, and they're going to run it. But they throw a flag instead. See, the officials' teams are talking things over right now. They're pointing at Nimitz, apparently. The referee is Frank Wilcox. The umpire is Mark Johnson. The head linesman is Scott Huffman. The line judge is Bernard Gray. The back judge is James Wilcox, and your clock operator tonight, Wally Banks.
A legal substitution for the Vikings.
So Turner will get another opportunity, but
and now they'll try and kick the point.
It was kind of a bad break for them.
Oops.
Now they're going to.
Yeah,
no, maybe they're not.
Swinging gate. Yeah. Well, they don't have as far to go. That penalty moved the ball from the 3 down to the 1.5 yard line. How about just a direct snap to the quarterback and then straight into the line?
Or how about a bad snap to the quarterback?
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
Ay caramba. So Turner is unable to execute on the extra points here, but they lead 12-7 with a kickoff return. Let's watch it again here. The ball is picked up. Look at that, how close that is to being out of bounds from the 21-yard line.
79-yard return. And then he just got a real nice block right there as he was going down the near sideline, and then he's just off to the races.
He's trying to be chased by Gaska, but that ain't going to happen. And Wolford out of breath there a little bit. Not used to running that far. So Christian Wolford getting the touchdown here tonight. That is his first touchdown of the season. And it comes on the kickoff return.
Thought this might be a high-scoring game, but the difference in time between the second touchdown of the game that scored by Nimitz and then the kickoff return, 15 seconds. Boy, they use the time well, don't they, to score? Roberto Flores kicks the ball off. Short, end over end.
Ball loose. Better fall on it, boys. Vikings got it, but it wasn't pretty, was it? Gleckner falling on the ball. So far, the Vikings special teams haven't been exactly special. So let's see what happens if they get the ball for the second time tonight on offense. Chokolov is a receiver who goes wide up to the right side. It's Clark and Henry in the backfield.
Henry is yet to carry the ball.
Clark has made all the carries offensively. This time Henry has a big hole up the middle, and he is close to a first down. He's got it. They're going to put it on the 45. That's the first down for Nimitz. Look at that big number 55 blowing some people out. Juan Inigas doing a great job that time. Juan, the right guard, moving some white bodies around. First down and 10. Henry goes in the backfield now with Clark, does that little stutter step, and they give the ball to him again, and this time he's not going as far. Taylor Freeman is the first man to hit him. 2-yard pickup, second down, 8. 2:23 remaining here in the first quarter of action. And it is R.L. Turner with a 5-point lead. Second down play. Allen in motion. Clark rolls this way. Going to keep. Sees a hole. Closes quickly. Edwin Quesada wraps his arms around him as Clark gets across midfield to the 49-yard line. That's going to bring up third down 4. There's Edwin.
Third down 4.
A nice tackle by that senior defensive end, 6'3", 225 pounds. Third down play. Everybody looks over to the near side. Clark calls out signals with 1:25 remaining in the first quarter. Clark rolls, fires, has his man. Allen, first down.
That's a very nice pass by Clark. Boy, he laid it right into Allen's breadbasket.
Very safe pass, too. Wolford in on the stop, but a first down. Spot the ball at the 36-yard line. Good job of getting open. First and 10 Vikings as we come up on the 1-minute mark. Clark looking, ball batted in the air, incomplete. Sada was trying to get the INT there, I think. See the replay, you see who got his arms up to knock that ball down.
We've had a total of 9 passes thrown in this game.
That was Kadena, number 9, who blocked that ball down.
And that's the first of the 9 that was not completed.
Second down, 10. Clark with time, fires Pena, first down as he gets to the 25-yard line. Kind of stumbled a bit there.
He did.
Try to make his cut. Just clearing everybody out and then run Pena underneath. And Pena, whoops. His feet went out from under it. First down and 10, ball at the 25-yard line. Clark hands off Henry up the middle, picks up a yard or 2.
Henry, the ball carrier.
Strickland tripped him up. Call it 1, second down 9. As this will probably be the last play of the first quarter. Clark to throw over the middle. Oh, Manos Di Piedra, Jaros Velasquez. That was 6 points.
Yeah, the ball was there, no doubt about it. Perfectly thrown ball. And Velasquez just could not hold on.
It happens. And that was the problem last week, Bob. Receivers and not catching balls. Third down, 9 yards to go. Eugene in motion. Up.
Whoops.
Left tackle jumped.
Yep, sure did.
Chris Garduno took a step too early, so it'll bring up third down, 14, with 7 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Down 14.
Clark is going to keep. And
Nice tackle.
boy, that was a good one-on-one
Yeah,
tackle. Taylor
sure was.
Freeman in the open field there, making the stop, maybe a 2-yard pickup. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of the first quarter of action here at Irving School Stadium with your score. Turner leading Nimitz by a score of 12-7.
Your score, Mustang Panthers down for 14 points in the first period. Now it goes up.
Start of the second quarter, the Vikings at 4th down and 13 yards to go. Turner's off sides.
They got a free play here that's overthrown.
So let's just move the ball back to about the 23-yard line. Officials move the ball. That was David Wilson, the senior linebacker, jumping off sides. So now it's 4th down and 8. $18 on the play clock, so plenty of time. Clark will throw. Lots of time. Now he has a man incomplete, and the ball will go over on downs.
Try to hit Scott.
Scott had come underneath and was not going to get a first down at that point either. But no one was open. So now the Lions will take over on offense as they all look over to the sidelines. Ramirez hands off Waters. Waters running hard off the right side to about the 30-yard line. That's a pickup of 7.
Just walk with number 22.
That's just good hard running that time by young Mr. Brutus Waters. Came into this ball game again averaging 5.7 yards per carry.
2nd down, 3 to go.
He's a good
Was
one.
at the 30-yard line.
2nd down, 3. Flags are down.
Yep.
They hand off Waters up the middle.
Penalty marker down at the 31-yard line.
Should be a legal procedure against the Lions.
There was some movement. Each lineman threw a flag that time. Still sorting things out here. Boy, it seems an awful long time for what they're trying to do here, but Still talking things over. See what he says. Here's the procedure. All right, so all that. 5-yard step off. Repeat second down. But instead we'll have second down and 8. Ball on the 25. They have to get it to the 33-yard line for the first down. Carlos Ramirez, a senior quarterback, 5'10", 188 pounds. The play action fires underneath. It's complete and close to a first down is Kendavis Francis. He's got it. Mark the forward motion down at the 34-yard line. They needed to get to the 33. Bob?
Very nice pass here, Francis. Just waiting for that ball. Got it, turned, moved upfield, got about another yard before he was knocked down by the defender. That is the 6th first down for the Lions.
Ivan Medina in the slot here to the near side. Ramirez pitches out Waters on the option. Picks up 1, maybe 2 yards. Gleckner in on the stop. Gleckner has done a heck of a job for these Vikings the last few weeks. Second down play, second down 7 as we come up on the 10-minute mark here. Ramirez is going to throw. Wow. What a catch by Francis. Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Great throw, great catch.
One-on-one coverage over there, and Francis just wanted it more. He went up and got it. Watch this play, Bob.
Couldn't have thrown it better.
DeMonte Brewer was right there, but that Francis is really good concentration. First down to the 25-yard line.
A 38-yard pass play.
Remember, they got a stiff wind at their back right now. Do the Lions. A little fake. Ramirez pulls it down, runs it to the 30-yard line. Picks up 5. It'll be second down 5.
Pushed by David Lochner, number 34 of the defense.
Lochner in on the stop again.
5 to the 20. Second down, 5 to go.
Now Brewer comes out of the ball game. As Ramirez looks things over. Handoff Waters. Waters, there's no place to go. Good coverage that time by Michael Scott, who loses his helmet again. And he's going to have to come out again for one more play. But he made a very good play here, Bob.
Yes, he did. See, he's double teamed. Scott double teamed, but goes through them, makes the tackle, and loses the helmet. It's a heck of a defensive play.
Yeah. Third down, 7 yards to go. Vikings need to stop here, and they haven't been very good at stopping the Lions so far tonight. Ramirez is going to throw, has a man wide open. Catch, no interception. Allen makes the INT, so they do get the big play.
Ball underthrown because an intended receiver was out there waiting for it. And Allen just stepped in front of him, as you're going to see right now on the replay. Here comes Allen waiting for it and steps right in front of the would-be receiver.
Yeah, good point, Bob. I mean, Ramirez wasn't hit until after he threw the ball, so he just plain underthrew the football. If he goes out and leads us, man, it's 6 points. Boy, it's easy to quarterback up here in the press box.
Man, is it ever. And we do a lot of it, don't we?
We do that very good, Bob.
Yes, sir.
We're experts at it. First and 10 from the 14-yard line. Here's Henry. And, Henry. Oh, that's Eugene. Eugene, the freshman. As he's wrapped up by Strickland at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second down 10. Mark Eugene rushed one time last week for 12 yards. He's got some moves, but it's one thing to play on the JV and another to play here. Clark rolls, fires, and incomplete. Intended for Chokolov. And that'll bring up 3rd down and 10.
Clark completed his first 4 passes. Now he's missed the last 4.
That's about what he's done for the season. He's a 47% passer. Got a very poor passing record last week. Not all his fault. A lot of passes were dropped on him. 3rd down, 10. He had one big one dropped here tonight. Clark wants to throw, has lots of time, runs out of time, and is sacked. That's a coverage sack that time mostly. Edwin Quesada coming in to polish him off. Good job, Mr. Quesada. Being up 4th down, 14. Turner will have to punt. Yipes. Just good coverage, I guess, there by the secondary, Bob.
Nobody to throw to. Remember, there's this strong wind that Nimitz is kicking into.
Bad snap, and now Rodriguez is going to have to run the ball to the 20. And did he get the first down? No. He's going to be shy of the first down by about 3 yards. And so Turner will have the ball on the turnover with excellent field position. Rodriguez made the smart move, really. If he tried to kick the ball, it's probably going to be blocked. So instead he just takes off and runs and almost gets there. Wasn't a good snap, obviously.
22 in Nimitz territory, 1st and 10 for R.L. Turner.
So good job by Francis to come over and make that stop. 1st and 10 Lions as they're looking to go up by 2 touchdowns here. Ramirez and Waters in the backfield. Ramirez hands the ball off. Francis, the ball carrier, and he gets to the 19-yard line. A pickup of 1. Well, that just took a long time to develop.
It really did, yeah.
And there was no place for Francis to cut the ball up, so 2nd down and 9 coming up. 6:33 remaining here in the first half of action. Ramirez, 2 receivers to the top of the screen. They're throwing back to the near side. Francis with one-on-one, and it's intercepted. Well, it was Rodriguez who makes the interception here. And that's the 2nd interception of the night Ramirez has thrown. It's his 8th interception of the season, so the Vikings getting a break again. Vikings actually making a break as he throws in the end zone, Bob.
You see the long, high pass, and the defender just picks it right off. Nice play by Ramirez.
So let's put the ball at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. 6 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. Vikings looking to get back in the lead. Open backfield right now with Clark. Now they bring Henry back with him. Henry gets the ball, but probably wishes he didn't.
Yeah, really.
He's going to lose a yard. He never came down, but was never going anywhere either.
It's Roderick Benz of the Lions.
2nd down and 11.
19, 2nd down, 11 to go.
After that opening drive, Bob, Turner has kind of been able to make the adjustments, and the Vikings have bogged down offensively. Clark rolls, gonna run. 1st down. Clark still going to the 40-yard line. Young man has some move, doesn't he?
That he does, yeah.
So that's a 21-yard run by Jimmy Clark.
65 made the
Just
tackle.
watch those feet move. He gets in the open field. He's hard to bring down. 1st and 10 Vikings here, 5:20 remaining first half. They pitch the ball back to Allen. Actually, that's a forward pass to the 40-yard line. No gain. So that's actually completion to Allen. Bims making the stop. Junior safety. 2nd down, 10. Here comes the blitz. Clark is going to try to get around it, but he can't. Good containment that time, as coming up to make the stop was Taylor Freeman, the junior linebacker. We call his name quite a few times so far. That's a loss of 2. It'll bring up 3rd down, 12.
Down 12.
They've just taken away both options here, Bob.
Very nice defensive play this time by the Lions. Boy, they don't look like a team that hasn't won a game this year, do they?
The Lions making the Vikings not look so good so far. 3rd down play. Clark fires, has his man
wide open. Yep.
Good catch by Jared Velasquez for the 1st down to the 40.
Pass completed to
39-yard line.
It's a pickup of 23 yards.
Velasquez couldn't hang on to that earlier pass, but he made a nice catch and making up for that right there. 1st down play.
To the 39 Turner territory. 1st and 10.
Chocolove and Pena wide this side. Allen runs from. Did he get back to the line of scrimmage?
Just about.
Actually lost a yard. 2nd down and 11. Vikings offensive, the running game has not been. They haven't really been able to get it in gear the last few weeks. I mean, they have quite a few yards rushing, but that's a lot of improvisation by Clark. Clark rolls, throws it. That's going to be a penalty. There was no receiver in the area. It didn't get past the line of scrimmage. They should throw a flag on that.
They should, but they're not. Vikings get a very big break here.
Boy, they really do.
Yeah.
While he's outside the box, the ball still has to get to the line of scrimmage, and that never came close. Third down and 11. And the Vikings want a timeout. Offensively, they're struggling tonight, Bob. They are. And as I said in the pregame, they are not a good enough team to be able to take a team like Turner for granted. Our question last week was who will win the 6-5-8 title? And 9 out of 10 people said Trinity. I just wonder about the other 10 people who didn't vote for Trinity. Had to be from Bell.
Yeah.
I was here last night for most, or at least part of the game, and Trinity playing MacArthur and Trinity winning that 63-35. It was tied actually 14-all in the second quarter, and then all of a sudden Trinity said, let's stop being cute. We're just going to play smash mouth football. And they just ran the ball right down the Cardinals' throats the rest of the night. In all, they got 543 yards total offense, 453 yards on the ground. And they were putting in like 14 players in the fourth quarter. So it's not like they were doing this on purpose. They let off the gas. 3rd down and 11 yards to go. Clark with the play action. Going to be hit and sacked again. Jacob Palacios, a 240-pound defensive lineman, coming in to make the stop. A loss, and it'll be on fourth down. Fourth down and roughly 16 yards to go. You see Clark just running out of this. Receivers just aren't getting open, or he's not seeing them. Wilson kind of flushed him out. Now the Vikings are going to punt, as they should.
James Rodriguez in punt formation.
James Rodriguez to punt.
Davis Francis, number 8.
Bad snap. Rodriguez is going to have to try to do something good, but he didn't. Cadena coming up to make the stop, but again, the Vikings special teams tonight have been, in a word, bad. You can see for themselves, and Rodriguez is in no man's land.
49.
He's not shifty enough to get himself out of that one. Now let's see, they've mishandled 2 punts, and they've also allowed a kickoff return for a touchdown. That falls under the heading of not very good, does it? 2:02 remaining first half. The Lions with the wind at their back. Hand the ball off. Here's Waters up the middle. Waters getting about 9 yards. At 2, Brutus? At 2? They say it's 8. Second down, 8 yards to go as the ball is on the 43-yard line. Waters is wrapped up and hauled down by Carter. That's a takedown in wrestling. That's 2 points, isn't it?
Most definitely, yeah.
Look at 51 Carter just wrapping him up, and
whoa. Third down, 4.
That's something his ancestors will remember. Third down, 4 yards to go. 1:14 remaining. Ramirez trying to draw the Vikings off sides with a hard count. Nimitz isn't falling for it. They have 9 seconds, now 8, on the play clock. Ramirez looking, fires long over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was intended for J.D. Roark.
Almost intercepted.
It'll bring up fourth down.
Number 17 of Nimitz.
So do they punt the ball here?
I wouldn't think so.
Down.
I would think you would. You don't want to give the Vikings a shot at a lucky play.
Well,
like Texas got last night.
Obviously they're going to punt, but you got a 4th and 4. If you don't make the first down, you're giving the ball over to the Vikings, who haven't moved the ball at all since their first drive. But they're going to play conservatively and kick it away.
Just getting it away that time was the punter, Flores.
He did a very nice job because that was another poor snap.
Near the 27-yard line.
We have had some poor snaps here tonight.
Boy, I'll tell you.
So the Vikings will get the ball with 51 seconds remaining here. And Brian Rogers cannot be happy with what he's seen here in the first half, as he trails really one of the poorest teams in 5A by 5 points. Clark gives the ball to Henry. Henry gets a couple. Taylor Freeman makes the stop. And the Vikings are just going to let the clock run out now. He picked up about 5 yards.
Being tackled by Taylor Freeman on that last play. Down 5.
Second down play. Clark's going to keep it himself. Oh, no, that's you. No, he handed it to Henry. And Henry maybe got a yard. But that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the end of the quarter and the end of the half. As they are going to choose, they are looking over for a play, but if they were going to run another play, why didn't they call a timeout or something to begin with? 3 seconds, 2 seconds, there they go.
as they ended the first
So,
half
ladies and
of play
gentlemen,
with a score
we are at the
of
half.
12-7.
Well, tonight in Brooke Pratt's halftime feature, she profiles the Nimitz Marching Band and its first-year director, Brian Pollard.
It's really fun because everyone is super excited all the time. Everyone's really pumped to be here.
Here, Nimitz Marching Band practice. So what makes a group of high schoolers pumped for an after-school band practice in the Texas sun?
You have this community of people who all like to play music and who all like to, for some reason, stand outside in the heat and yell out counts. It's just, you have a family here.
Freshmen are best friends with seniors, and boys that are mostly into like rock music and all this are friends with girls that are just One Direction fans.
It's band director Brian Pollard's first year at Nimitz High, and he says the closeness of the group is what has impressed him the most.
They're willing to do whatever it takes to help each other be successful, and which is the hallmark of any great group of people.
Sophia and Jesse are key components in helping the band members be successful. As drum majors, they conduct and keep time. Besides learning the technical skills, their role requires a certain attribute.
You need to be patient. Patience.
Finding patience comes from years of marching in the band themselves. They understand the difficulties that many band members experience.
It's a lot of cardio and it's a lot of unnatural movement.
Because you have to keep your posture up, you have to keep your head up, you have to keep your knees straight and your back straight, and you can't move and you can't twitch and you can't itch.
As performers, Pollard says he expects a lot from all of them.
Like this, so it's got to stay straight the whole time.
At the end of rehearsal, they should feel both physically and mentally exhausted.
They say the hard work is all worth it, though, when the band can create a stellar performance.
The ability to be 10 or 20 or 50 yards from somebody and affect them physically with emotion, make them want to cry, make them want to stand up and cheer, that's a powerful, powerful thing.
Pollard says there is more to the marching band than entertaining people. It's about helping teens learn to work hard, develop talents, and press on after making mistakes.
Take all of those successes and failures as life lessons, again, so that when they finish and they're 18 years old, they've learned skills here that will benefit them no matter what they choose to do after high school.
Band members say Pollard does a great job and helps them to achieve their goals.
He is fantastic. He's a good teacher, which is good for teenagers because it's really hard to teach teenagers.
Our show is wonderful, the music is wonderful. We're really excited to have Mr. Pollard here. You can feel the energy level is so much higher than it has been in the past.
The Nimitz Marching Band hopes to bring that energy to every halftime this football season.
3, 2, 1.
Brooke Pratt for Game of the Week.
Thanks, Brooke. Coming up next, we'll have the crowning of the homecoming queen, along with highlights and first-half statistics. It's halftime and a big upset perhaps in the making. R.L. Turner 12, Nimitz 7. Back in a moment. This is homecoming, and of course you always have that homecoming profession. A bunch of young ladies out here to see which one of them is going to be the homecoming queen. So we're going to let you make your judgments as you watch these young ladies come out, escorted in some occasions by their fathers, sometimes by other male members of the family. So let's go down and watch these young ladies as they come on out.
She is escorted by her sister, Ms. Ruth Ann Masavicius. Upon graduation from high school, she plans to pursue a career in the medical field as a psychologist. Princess Ashley Ventura. Ashley is the daughter of Ms. Marlene Ventura. She is escorted by her stepfather, Mr. Rene Zettino. Upon graduation from high school, she hopes to study law at Harbor University. And next, our sophomore princesses. Ms. Erica Ibarra. Erica, the daughter of Miguel and Leticia Ibarra, is escorted by her father, Miguel. Erica is in the restaurant management program at Nimitz and hopes to continue her success in the culinary arts field upon graduation from high school. Miss Lindsay Hayden. Lindsay is the daughter of Bill and Lisa Hayden. Upon graduation from high school, Lindsay will attend Dallas Baptist University and become a special ed teacher. She is escorted by her father, Bill Hayden. Sophomore princess, Taylor Perez. Taylor is escorted this evening by her cousin, Ms. Aiden Vargas, and her sister, Ms. Brianna Soto. Upon graduation from high school, Taylor will attend college to study a career in criminal justice. And now for our junior princesses. Our first is Ms. Desiree Ochoa. Tonight she is escorted by her mother, Ms. Christina Torres. Desiree has a natural passion for science and hopes to continue her studies in forensic science at TCU or OCU after she graduates from high school. Next is junior princess, Ms. Mercedes Cardoza. Mercedes is the daughter of Rebecca Ramirez and Jesse Cardoza. Mercedes, a member of the award-winning Nimitz Vikings, is escorted by her father, Mr. Jesse Cardoza. Ms. Monica Martinez. Monica is escorted this evening by her aunt and uncle, Giovanni Martinez and Nancy Calderon. She hopes to travel the world after graduating from high school and become a teacher. And finally, our senior princesses and princes. Senior princess, Ms. Anita Keuprecius. She is escorted by her mother and father, Daruni and Bunmi Keuprecius. Anita's hobbies include playing tennis, shopping, and traveling. She is a member of the Nimitz varsity tennis team and plans to attend Texas A&M University to study medical science upon graduation from high school. Senior Prince, Brandon Deanda. Brandon is the son of Armando Deanda and Martha Ortega. Brandon is being escorted by his mother, Ms. Martha Ortega, and cousin Sol Buendia. Brandon enjoys playing sand volleyball, and he is a member of the academic decathlon team, vice president of the National Honor Society, and a member of the cross-country track team. Upon graduation from high school, Brandon will major in engineering. Miss Iviana Aguilar. Iviana is the daughter of Enrique and Ida Aguilar. Iviana is a member of the Junior Historians, Latino Stand Up, and a part of the AVID program here at Nimitz. Upon graduation from high school, Iviana plans to attend college on a soccer scholarship to study nutrition. She is escorted tonight by her mother, Ida Aguilar. Senior Prince, Greg Carter. Greg is the son of Miss Felicia Griffin. Greg enjoys working out, playing video games, and playing basketball. Greg is also a member of the Viking varsity football team. Upon graduation from high school, Greg will study a career in criminal justice. Greg is escorted tonight by Sheila Walker and Natalia Walker. Ms. Jade Sager. Jade is the daughter of Ms. Jennifer Sager. She is assistant editor for the Valhalla Yearbook and currently works as a waitress at the Italian Cafe. Upon graduation from high school, she plans to attend the University of North Texas to continue her studies in journalism. Tonight, she is escorted by her grandmother, Miss Euphemia Gutierrez. Senior Prince Juan Alvarado. Juan is being escorted by AP Spanish teacher Miss Tamara Tamez. Juan has been active as a member of the Viking band and the Nimitz tennis team for the past 3 years. Upon graduation from high school, Juan plans to attend Tarleton University to study radiology. Next princess is Ms. Tina Howe. She is escorted by her brother, Duke Howe. Tina is the daughter of Ms. Lan Win. She is entering her second year as a member of the Viking crew broadcast team and is currently a member of the Viking crew. Upon graduation from high school, Tina plans to attend the University of North Texas for a career in elementary education. Senior Prince Juan Iniguez. Juan is being escorted by his mother, Mary Luz Gallegos, and father, Felipe Hernandez. Juan, who is well known on campus by his nickname Tarzan, loves watching sports events, including the Steelers, the Rangers, and European soccer teams. Juan is one of the all-star players on the Viking varsity football team. Next is Princess Ms. Viviana Barazza. She is escorted this evening by her mother, Ms. Maria Barazza, and sisters Valeria Johnson and Carla Moreno. She is captain of the cross-country and ladies wrestling team and treasurer of the Nimitz chapter of the National Honor Society. Upon graduation from high school, she plans to attend Texas A&M to study psychology. Senior Prince Mason Shelley. Senior Mason Prince is escorted by his mother and father, Matt and Persephone Shelley. Mason is a member of the varsity football team and the wrestling team. He plans to study abroad and attend Texas Tech University for a business certification. At this time, would the families and relatives of these outstanding young people please stand as we recognize you with our applause. And ladies and gentlemen, how about another big round of applause for all of our 2013 Valhalla homecoming court. And now, we invite to the field our new principal, Ms. Rocky Malone, accompanied by homecoming Grand Marshal Margie Stipes, and the 1993 homecoming queen, Ms. Lisa Johnson. And now, for the moment we've all been waiting for. The crowning of our 2013 Valhalla Homecoming Queen, Ms. Anita Teoprecius.
And there you see the crowning of the new queen. Very nicely done, Anita. Boy, she looks so happy down there, as you can understand. You know, it's a great honor, something that she's never going to forget. And basically, there she is with her mom. That's so nice. And they had a nice night for it, too. A little windy, but there's rain in the forecast, but that rain probably is still some time away. And now we're going to have the highlights for the first half. And we've had some pretty exciting plays, as you see right. This isn't one of them, but it is a touchdown play. Waters from 1 yard out. That culminated in an opening kickoff and a drive of 75 yards. Waters in for the score. The point was no good. The Lions led 7-0. And here's the difference in the game right now. Wolford picking up a kickoff on the 21 and going 79 yards for the touchdown. Those are the two scores for the Lions. Now we'll come back with the touchdown for the Vikings. Little screen to Scott, who rumbles in from 21 yards out. And now we'll have some of the turnovers here. Ramirez looks, passes, and picking it off there is Allen. That was the first of 2 interceptions. The second interception coming up right now. Floating the ball into the end zone, and Ramirez says, "Thank you so much." Boy, good thing that the Vikings scored those 2 turnovers. That really kept them in the ball game. 12-7 our score. We've got the first half stats where you can see everything pretty even, basically. 2 turnovers for R.L. Turnover, none turnover. 2 turnovers for R.L. Turner, no turnovers for Nimitz. 12-7 our score. We'll be back with the second half in just a moment.
Flores to kick the ball off here to start the second half of action. The Vikings trailing by 5 points, and without those 2 turnovers, it could have been a heck of a lot worse. Fair catch taken by one of the up men at the 38-yard line. Smart move there. And that was Pena who made the fair catch, the smart play. And so the Vikings will have the ball in good field position offensively. Except for that opening drive, they didn't do anything offensively. Turner didn't do a great deal better offensively. Fortunately for the Vikings, they got those 2 pickoffs, so this could be an ugly game so far. By the way, speaking of ugly, I understand Irving is losing to Bell 31-0 at the half over HEB. Handoff up the middle, Henry. He picks up 6 yards. He's second down and 4. Well, I think after last night's victory by Trinity and Bell's apparent victory over Irving tonight, that I think it's clear the power is west of 360 here in this district. Second down 4. Turner's clearly off sides. Clark is clearly sacked. Although I don't see a flag down. So no. Apparently, I guess he was just that instant quick and good timing on his part. So Clark is sacked back at the 34-yard line. And we'll have third down and about 13 yards to go.
We're down 13 to go.
Clark, no place to throw, and he's sacked again.
Clark is sacked by Ronaldo Garcia, number 56.
Ronaldo Garcia making the sack that time. So it'll bring up fourth down, and the Vikings didn't do much better coming out of the gate than they did in the first half.
No, not at all. They wind up losing 14 yards. Let's see if they can get a decent snap this time, and they do.
Rodriguez punts it high, not very far, but again, it's into a stiff wind, and the Vikings get a pretty good bounce. They'll down it at the 41-yard line.
Well, this is what the Vikings have done. First time they had the ball, they moved 65 yards for a touchdown. The next 3 times they have the ball, they give it up on downs. Now the first time they get the ball in the second half, they punt it away.
All right, who has the best mascot among the local teams?
That's a good question.
It is. You like the Tiger? You like the Viking? Or you like the Cardinal? Big Hervé is what they call the big Tiger.
48, first down.
So you get to vote on that. Kind of like that question. And you can do that on the City of Irving Facebook page. 1st and 10 for Turner. Their first possession. They hand off. Whoa! Whoa, Waters. Hello. 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 Joseph Mitchell comes up and whacks him down good. This is called filling the hole, I'd say. Boom. Get him in the numbers, push him back. Good job that time by Mr. Mitchell. The junior's 2nd down. And let's call it 10. Ramirez, the quarterback. Here's Waters again. Turns the corner, across 50. And he gets 3 yards.
To 22.
And a cloud of dust.
He's up 3rd down, 7 to go.
And if you can tell me how you do that on AstroTurf, you'll be a remarkable person. We haven't vacuumed it in a while. 3rd down and about 7-8 yards to go. Everybody looks over. The coach is giving the hand signs. There's one last look.
Wow, they're running out of time.
One just gets it off. Ramirez fires and caught. 1st down. Ken Davis Francis on the receiving end of that, making the big play. Jordan Simpson makes the stop, but too late. 1st down. He just goes up in the air and takes it away. Blackner over there to make the stop. 1st and 10. Handoff Waters, gets away from one man, 30, 28, 27 yard line, maybe even the 26. Nope, 28. 2nd down, 5.
5 yards on the play. 2nd down, 5 to go.
Ramirez with a hard call. Looks to throw, has his man. It's complete to his tight end. That's Padilla. That's his 3rd catch of the night.
Boy, look at that leg drive getting that 1st down.
Boy, that's good effort there by Mr. Padilla. Nahum Padilla, 6'3", 245. And look at him just shrug off this tackler, and he just drives for more yards. He just, it took 10 people to bring him down, maybe 20. I'm not sure.
Down 10 to go.
1st and 10 for Turner. They hand the ball to Waters up the middle. Ball is loose. And here is Simpson. So another turn, he's still going. Another turnover for the Lions. Boy, if it weren't for these turnovers, Bob.
Oh, truly, yep.
The Vikings would be in deep doo-doo.
Well, here the Lions were apparently moving toward a touchdown. Didn't get it, obviously. But then they had a pass intercepted in the end zone, and there's where the ball comes out.
Yep. Wananiga's in there, kind of wrapping him up. So the Vikings get another turnover. Let's see if they can take advantage of some of these here. Clark. Gonna keep. Man, offensively, they are just doing zip. Turner trying to say that they have the football. But the official said no, he was down, that's it. But Clark loses more yards.
Clark, last 3 plays, has lost 17 yards.
Clark fires the long pass. It's going to be a touchdown. Here comes Michael Scott's going to score his second touchdown of the night. This one's going to go 76 yards. And the Vikings have taken a 1-point lead. They're going to try to tack on the extra point here. Payne to hold. Gaska. Missed it. Nimitz leading 13-12. All right, here's your touchdown, Bob.
What you're seeing right now is the play that picks up 76 yards. One play that equals the total amount of yardage the Vikings had picked up through passing lanes in the first half. Wow. Great throw. And Scott, big guy, takes advantage of it, one-on-one coverage. And you can see the defender just fell down on his back.
Yeah.
And Scott just cruises on in for the TD, his second of the night.
So a good play by the Vikings that time, and that young man, Michael Scott. That is his second touchdown reception of the night and for the year. Displaying the good speed and the good hands he has there. And he just raced away from the defensive back, who just kind of turned and then just fell down, and then it was all she wrote. So the Lions, no, Gask isn't going to kick the ball up, so they got their deep men back on the 15-yard line. High and over in from the 31-yard line. And not going very far this time is Juan de la Torres. An Irishman, Bob.
I think so. Faith and Bagora. The name gives him away, doesn't it?
It does that. I was talking with Mike Ramirez this week, the head coach of the Lions, because he coached in the Valley, and I announced down there for many years. So we were talking about that. I said, you know, in all my years, I have never seen the name Juan. It's the name de la Torres. He laughed. He said, no, I haven't either. My wife didn't either. There's a handoff to Waters, and Waters loses 3 yards. Good effort that time by Iniguez. And getting up slowly is that big tight end Padilla. Don't want to lose that guy. He's been a good player here tonight. Second down and a dozen. They move some people around. Francis comes this side as the wide receiver. Ramirez wants to throw, fires over the middle. It's complete. There's Padilla. They can't tackle this guy. My goodness, he's a hoss. Padilla gets into Nimitz territory for a first down at the 47-yard line. Yes, sir. I call that guy Mr. Padilla because he's earned it here tonight. Look at this. 1, 2.
Well, they're not hitting him around the legs. You know, they're grabbing him around the shoulders. As long as he can move the legs, that's exactly what he's going to do.
And he got some tree trunks there for legs, too. First 10 for the Lions. Padilla came into this game with 2 receptions. He's got at least 3, doesn't he?
He's got 4.
He got 4. There you go. Ramirez wants to throw. Does. Man wide open at the 40. And that's Torres who catches that pass, and he has a first down, and a late flag comes out. There's going to be some unsportsmanlike conduct called on somebody here.
I think it's going to be called against the Vikings, but we'll have to wait and see.
Michael Scott is being sent out of the ball game. Probably telling him, hey, man, you got to keep your cool out there.
there was nobody near him either. He was wide open. Fisher's taking a long time to talk these over. Now I don't know whether there's going to be, a taunting or something like that. So offsetting penalties, perhaps.
Sportsmanlike conduct against the Vikings.
Right. So march off 15 yards from where the play ended, and you put the ball at the 20-yard line. Vikings leading by a point here with 5:34, third quarter of action. Lance Brown and Bob Berry at Irving School Stadium on this beautiful Friday night. Homecoming. Ramirez is going to keep himself and not pick up much. Looks like Aniga's tripped him up at first, and then Mays comes in to make the stop. A 1-yard pickup, 2nd down and 9. Vikings haven't been all that great at being able to stop this Turner offense. Fortunately, though, they've been able to get the 3 turnovers. 2nd down. Waters gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it, if that.
Greg Carter really came in on a lateral move and grabbed Waters and brought him down. Nice play.
1-yard loss on the play, 3rd down and 10. 2-down territory unless they decide to try a field goal here. I don't know how good their field goal kicker is.
Well, they haven't been able to convert their extra points, that's for sure.
Yep. Ramirez going to roll. Nobody really open. Throws it up for grabs, and it's intercepted again. Brewer makes the INT at the 5-yard line.
Oh.
4 turnovers for Turner. And that's the only thing that's been keeping the Vikings alive in this ballgame, quite honestly. There's a reason Turner has lost 21 consecutive ballgames. And this is one of them. 3rd interception of the night.
Threw into double coverage.
He just threw that up for grabs, and it was a blue jersey that came down with it. So 1st and 10 for the Vikings at their own 5-yard line, 6-yard line, let's say. But they haven't exactly been offensive juggernauts here tonight either, with the exception of that long pass. Here's Clark going to keep. Clark is down at the 1-yard line. They're going to throw a face mask on him, though.
Yeah, definitely. Could see that from up here. The defender coming over, and with that left hand, he grabbed the face mask.
Strickland.
So the call here, is it a 15-yard penalty or a 5-yard penalty? I think this is going to be 15, but let's see.
It's going to be a big one.
Yeah, 15. So 1st down by penalty, and
watch this again there. Yeah, that's definitely a big yank there. So put the ball at the 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for Nimitz. Eugene in the backfield with Clark right now, the freshman. And here is the young man. Look at these moves. Eugene, the running machine, with a 12-yard pickup there and a 1st down. They got an 11-yard pickup, but still darn good. 1st and 10 to the 32-yard line. Eugene again, breaking some tackles, showing some great moves. Another 1st down. This one to the 48-yard line. Offensive line starting to open up a couple of holes here. We'll watch it again. Did a good job of reading the run to daylight there by Eugene. 1st and 10, 48-yard line. 3:20 remaining here, 3rd quarter of action at Irving School Stadium. Eugene, 3rd consecutive carry, this time considerably shorter than the previous 2, as he gets to the 48-yard line of the Lions.
Ball down by Federer Friedman, number 30. Good down, 6 to go.
Young man there kind of limping off there. That is your center, Jalen Murray, with a hitch in his get-along. And he immediately goes to the deck here on the sidelines. He's hurting. Second down play. Clark wants that little throwback. Gets it to Velasquez. And they're going to get another first down.
Little inside screen that time. I've always liked that play. Even when it doesn't work, I think it looks pretty good.
It's a low-risk play.
Washington, number 84, comes in to make that tackle for RL.
Vikings quickly up to the line of scrimmage. They're
for the first down for Nimitz.
Finally getting some offensive momentum going here. Eugene this time, there's no place to go. Good stop by Bryce Strickland, a senior linebacker. And a 4-yard loss.
Wow, talk about getting in there quickly.
Yeah, that was pretty quick, wasn't it? Willie Hoya, the new center, by the way, for Nimitz. Second down play. Clark, a little hitch and go, wide open, has his man, Velasquez, and touchdown. 41 yards this goes.
Touchdown pass to Jared Velasquez, number 3, 41 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Vikings now have a 19-12 lead. They are lining up in a swinging gate, but they're going to go back and kick the ball. Vikings scrambling around, trying to get all the right men in the right positions here. We'll wait for Franklin Rosales to get off the field. Plenty of time, no reason to rush. 10 on the play clock. Vikings looking to go up by 8. And they do. Watch it again, Robert.
Well, if you like bombs, long passes, that ball is just perfectly thrown. You couldn't have done a better job than that. Velasquez getting behind the defender, and Clark just laying it out for him. I mean, that's just right on the money.
Yep. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a 94-yard drive. They got the turnover. They got the big penalty with the face mask. Then they drove the ball. 3 great runs that time by Eugene. And then they hit the big bomb for the touchdown. Nice, the best offensive drive, I think, for the Vikings tonight. And there you see the hero of the moment. Jared Velasquez, a junior, getting his second touchdown reception of the season.
That's one of the great things about competitive athletics. You can be the GOAT in one moment and the hero the next. Might remember if you've been with us for the entire game. Velasquez was wide open earlier in the game for a pass that he dropped. But he didn't drop that one.
No, he didn't. That was a nice catch, and he made a great run afterwards, too. So Gasket a kick into the wind again. And will it stay in bounds? Yes, it is. It's picked up. Here we are at the 30. Wolford again. Remember, he had that touchdown run before with a kickoff, but not this time as he gets it to the 37-yard line. So the Lions trail by 8 here with 1:27 remaining in the third quarter of action.
And this is what the Lions have done. The first 2 times they got the ball, they scored touchdowns. Since then, interception, interception, punt, fumble, interception. Ooh, ugly.
Yep, in a word. They've moved the ball. They've been very good at moving the ball, but they just making bad plays, and that's a reason why they haven't won in a while. Ramirez is going to get tackled for a loss. Gets to the 35-yard line, a loss of 2. Second down play. It was Delonte Scott back there tripping him up. Here comes the pressure. Scott wrapping him up, throwing him down. Second down and a dozen. Last time Turner won a football game, September 16th, 2011. Last time they had a winning season, 2004. Ramirez. Busted off the right side. Gets a couple yards.
Well, actually, they got about 6 on the play, because he lost 2 yards the first time. Now you got 3rd and 7.
Former coaching great Todd Dodge coached here. And, well, he's still coaching, by the way, but did a pretty good job at Turner, but then he got the job, because he did well at Turner, he got to go to Southlake and really made a name for himself there. And then went up to North Texas and didn't do too well there. Third down play. Ramirez scrambling, fires, incomplete, intercepted. In fact, another INT, Michael Scott, who's been all over the field offensively and defensively tonight. But the flag is down. I think it's going to be pass interference, and there's another late flag that comes out as well. Scott is coming over the back here.
Well, if you're going to watch this right here, that's not Scott, that's D'Angelo
Allen goes over the back.
Yeah,
right.
it's Allen who slapped the ball away.
Now, will it be? Will that negate the interception? This is what the officials crew are calling it here, or talking at least. And with the late flag out there, I can only imagine then maybe it's afterwards there's some extracurricular stuff. We'll see. Many things to sort out. The officials talking there when I was, one of them asked for a new ball, and I saw one of the Nimitz assistants throw it from the sidelines about 45 yards.
Yeah, did a real nice job.
On a nice tight spiral. Also this week on ICTN, a game we got to see, and it's a fun ball game to watch as Nimitz and the Lady Cardinals are playing volleyball. I guess we won't tell you what happened. Of course, most of them know anyway because it was done last Tuesday. But those are the dates you'll see it. Some good action there. It's fun to watch.
And now, at last, let's have the roll of drums here. Pass interference against the Vikings. After the play, personal foul and sportsmanlike conduct against the Vikings, as well as the Lions.
Okay, so the unsportsmanlike conduct penalties will offset one another, and it'll be defensive pass interference on Allen. And bottom line to all this is that the Lions will get the ball on a first down. Put the ball at the 48-yard line. I think it was pretty obvious that Allen was over his back anyway, though. And after all that, there are 7.2 seconds remaining in the third quarter of action. To make that decision took longer than the entire third quarter.
Seemed like it, didn't it?
Boy, wow. Medina wide to this side. On first down, Francis wide to the top of your screen. Wolford, the ball carrier, runs it up the middle. Scott making the stop along with Greg Carter, and another flag is down.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to have unsportsmanlike conduct as 2 players got into it. A little bit of pushing, shoving, and some punches were thrown.
Yeah.
Francis, the receiver, and let's see who the defender was, Brewer. Those are the 2 young men involved there. And this may be offsetting penalties because they were both about Brewer coming off.
You got to be cool. You got to, and that's what the coach is coming over here and telling him right now. You got to be cool out there. Nimitz band is always cool, even when it's 100 degrees.
So one major penalty against the Vikings. Let's see what they'll do this time. I wouldn't be surprised if this is offsetting unsportsmanlike conduct on both teams.
Now they pulled Brewer out of the ball game, and they're going to march the yardage off.
So back-to-back major penalties against the Vikings.
This has not been a pretty ball game. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the third quarter. The quarter can't end on a penalty.
Can't end on a penalty.
Right.
So back-to-back unsportsmanlike conduct penalties against the Vikings.
Viking band tuning up the old Cliff Noble favorite, the horse. Viking kids all having a good time here, as they should. This is what it's all about. Well, no, apparently you can't end it, because now they're going to move the ball to the other end of the field, and we'll be back right after this. Fourth quarter of action now. The Lions going into the wind. Ramirez wants to throw, pumps, fakes, throws, flag down. The ball is incomplete, but the whistle was blown before that anyway. So a false start is called on. That'll march it back 5 yards against R.L. Turner. Well, these officials, man, they haven't been able to keep the laundry in their pants, have they? Well, they've just been out all over the field tonight. Here comes Ramirez on the option. He's going to keep, then he's going to be knocked down for about a 1 yard pickup. Well defense that time, Lochner there. It is second down and 14.
And Greg Carter also hitting him low.
So it's second down, 14 yards to go. 5 seconds on the play clock. Ramirez to throw again, has his man. Oh, it's incomplete. Big time hit that time by D'Angelo out. No, was it? No, that was Brewer who made the big hit there.
Juan de la Otore, the young man catching the ball and then almost having his head ripped off. Whoa.
Yikes, caramba. Torres hit hard there. Third down, 14. Big hit, Brewer. Get a gold star for that one.
Defensive hit by Devontae Brewer.
Ramirez runs out of time. Going to have to run out of the pocket and not get anywhere. Carter's one of the men to hit him, along with Mays. Offensive line just couldn't block those guys. Fourth down, 13 yards to go. As you see the rush here. Lochner was a man. Lochner flushed him out of there. So now they're going to send Flores in to punt the football. Unless they try a fake here, which is pretty doubtful right now. Flores gets the ball away. He falls down, but they're going to say, no, that's good acting, but it's not a penalty, son. And gets a good punt inside the 5 yard line. So the Vikings are going to get the ball a mere 97 yards away from Hayter. But if you wonder how players set records for long touchdown runs, this is how they get the ball in terrible field position.
This is the time to do it, yeah.
Boy, you're still at center right now for Nimitz. Clark has trouble with the ball. It's handed off to Henry, and Henry gets the ball to the 4-yard line. No, that's Eugene, excuse me. Eugene got to the 3, so no gain. Second down. Clark just never really got the ball on a good snap. Clark looks over the defense. 14 on the play clock. Five on the play clock. Clark is going to be hit for a safety. Big play. Nimitz will have to punt the football away too.
Tackle in the end zone made by Bryce Strickland, number 5 of R.L. Turner.
Because now Turner is only 6 points down.
And basically this makes up for the 2 extra points that the Turner were not able to convert. Again, not a very good snap from center. And that's what happens when your regular center is sitting on the bench.
Yeah.
Your attention, please, at Mustang Panther Stadium this evening with 9:11 remaining in period number 3.
And that punt was a great punt too. In the back there and enabled them to get that safety.
LD Bell 37,
so now the Vikings are going to have to punt the football away from their own 20-yard. All the players are going out to the 40-yard line, and the officials trying to tell them, no, that's not the way it works here. They thought they had to kick the ball off.
Oh, they're on the wrong side of the field.
They were doing that too. They had no clue as to what they were doing, in other words. So you can punt it or you can kick it off the ground. It is the choice of the kickoff team here, and they're going to choose Gasca to kick the ball off.
And all he's been doing has been pooch kicking. Now, he's got a pretty good leg, and I wondered earlier, I was talking to Lance off microphone, I wonder why he's just not kicking the ball deep.
Coaches don't like to do that anymore.
Well, he better be doing it this time. You don't want any pooch kick now.
No.
He's got the big run-up.
Nice long kick.
That's
here.
What I mean. Yeah, this kid's
Wolford,
got a leg.
and Wolford fumbles the football. He is back on his own 15-yard line looking for a place to go. But look, he's to the 30 and finally run out of bounds at the 34-yard line. I think you're getting a good idea tonight, Bob, of why these two teams are probably going to not make the playoffs this year. It's neither one has played this game, I would say, very well. A question of the week. Remember, go to Facebook and the City of Irving Facebook page and tell us what local team has the best mascot. .23 left. Turner trails by 6. They are going into the wind now. Ramirez hands the ball off and no place to go.
Except down on the ground.
Yes,
Whoa.
sir.
Yeah.
Instead by number 51, Greg Carter.
Let's watch it one more time as they sneak through. That was Carter.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he didn't exactly sneak through. He just kind of pulled his way through.
14 to go.
Second down, 14 yards to go. They hand the ball to Waters again. Their 2-yard pickup. You're saying, why do they do that? Well, Ramirez just hasn't had time to throw the football.
Well, if you look at what's happened here in the second half, the Lions have run for a total of 8 yards. They've passed for 74. So the running game obviously is not working here in the second half at all.
Their big downfall, turnovers.
Oh, most definitely, yeah.
Four interceptions, 1 fumble.
You figure they got to put the ball up right now.
Absolutely. 3rd and a dozen right now. Looking long, this side. Was he in? Yes. He really threw a rainbow, and they were lucky there, and coming down under it was Francis, but he was so wide, there had to be a defensive breakdown because there was nobody near him.
See, he's all alone.
Nice job, Francis Akeem. You only have to keep 1 foot down in high school and college football. So that was a good job by Francis of getting open like that. Man, there was just nobody near him, though. It's not like, Ramirez threw a rocket to him either. Quick pump. Here's the handoff. Waters going through the line. Picks up about 8 yards to the 40-yard line.
And last run by Waters, he equaled what his team has been able to pick up on the ground in the entire second half, 8 yards.
Iniga's into the ball game. Of course, you got to remember that rushing yards also includes the sacks as well.
For it, exactly, yeah.
So that's somewhat misleading. 2nd down, 2, excuse me, that was 8-yard pickup. Waters a yard shy. He picked up 1 he needed 2. Delonte Scott making the stop, along with Mays, the nose guard. 3rd down, 1. Obviously 2-down territory for the Lions. They're making some offensive changes right now. 15 on the play clock.
Well, look at this tight formation, quarterback sneak.
Well, I don't think he got it. Flags are down.
Yeah, this is going to be a 5-yard penalty against the Lions.
Did they ever get set? I don't think they did. They'll bring up 4th down and 1. So would you have 4th down and 1 or 3rd down and
3rd and 6?
3rd and 6.
Always, yeah.
Did the quarterback even ever get the ball? No, it didn't. It came loose there. He got under it. He got on it. Or were the Vikings offsides? The Vikings were offsides. So obviously the Vikings are going to take the penalty. It's a no-brainer. I mean, the Lions will take the penalty, and they'll get the 1st down. So another mistake by Nimitz.
Followed at the 34, 1st and 10 for R.L. Turner.
6 minutes and 41 seconds remaining. Two tight ends. Ramirez runs the option, turns it up, has a hole, 30, 28-yard line.
Quarterback keeper, Ramirez on the play. Mitchell. Down 4.
Mitchell on the stop, I think, but it's going to bring up 2nd down and 4. He obviously wants to score a touchdown. He also wants to eat a lot of the clock, too. Pitch back. Waters picks up 2 yards, and that's it. And Iga's making the stop.
Niguez made the defensive play.
Watch 55 come over there, tries to strip the ball loose. Does a good job.
Nimitz has been busy tonight.
He has.
He's played a heck of a game.
Well, he's a starter on the offensive line, and now he's pulling double duty. Of course, that's nothing new for Nimitz players who've been used to that since I've been covering ICT in football. Third down, 4. Ramirez, first down. He crosses over the 25 to near the 22-yard line and will move those chains. And very slow to get up is your quarterback, Carlos Ramirez.
Injury timeout on the field.
Ooh, you don't like to see this.
No. This kid has played some game.
You hope it's just a cramp and not a knee injury.
Okay, it is not a knee injury.
Yeah.
Not when they're doing that.
Now, Bob, let's talk about those those good folk we love to talk about.
I think so. Gerald Stavely Dry Cleaning, a charter sponsor of the Irving Game of the Week. The Stavely people have been with us since the inception of these broadcasts back in September of 1983. And as always, we thank them for their participation. And while we were talking about Stavely, Ramirez has come off the field. There he is, that young man, under his own power. Boy, he's played a heck of a game.
He has. Now, unfortunately, they're going to have to go with Mason Trevino, who has not played at all tonight, except for maybe spot duty here and there. So talk about being in a tough position. Mason Trevino, your quarterback. 1st and 10. The ball is on the 22-yard line. Bad snap. Hands off Waters, and Waters with no place to go except down. Bad snap, and there's the handoff.
And Scott comes right in here and drops him.
So Delonte Scott with a good play of a 2-yard loss, 2nd down and doesn't. Here's Ramirez. That's good to see. Turner hasn't beaten Nimitz since the 70s. Pitch back, Waters. Waters turns the corner, picks up 5-6 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down. The ball is on the 18-yard line. They have to get to right around the 13-yard line. Torres and Francis, the receivers. They'll get 2 shots as long as they don't fumble the football here. 5 seconds left. They're looking, they're firing underneath, incomplete. Intended for Francis. And it's basically the game boils down to one play right now. Brewer out there making the play defensively.
Down 6 to go.
Fourth down, 6 yards to go. 2 receivers this side and a receiver set to the top of the screen. Do they throw it to that big tight end Padilla here, Bob?
Wouldn't be a bad play.
7 seconds, now they're going to call it. Well, they weren't sure. You know what? Let's make sure. This may be their last shot of the night to try to take the lead. And that is what you see right there. Here's what has happened in this series. Nimitz has pretty much dominated the 11 games they've played. The Lions won the first 2 games between these 2 clubs. But that was back in the mid-1970s. Right when I was just getting out of college. It was a long time ago.
Boy, it was, wasn't it, really?
I came to Texas and the day Jimmy Carter was elected president in 1976. Boy, what a bad day for Texas that was.
Well, here we go. Biggest play of the game right now.
I'm going to look for number 81, Padilla. He's lined up as the tight end here on the near side. 4th down, 6. Ramirez Gonna have to run. Ramirez has the first down inside the 10-yard line.
Boy, you talk about tricky. It looked as if he was going to be dropped. 3 guys around him, and he avoids it. Watch this.
Takes it down.
Yeah.
And gets tripped up by the 10-yard line, but it is first down, goal to go. The ball is on the 9-yard line. 3 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in regulation. Ramirez running the option, pitch back Waters. Waters picks up a couple of yards before Brewer comes up and makes the stop along with Scott. It'll be second down and goal. Remember, they got to get the touchdown.
3 to the 6, second down, goal to go.
Coming up on the 3-minute mark now.
As far as the lines are concerned, they want to take as much time as possible.
Right.
Get as much time off the clock as they can.
But still score the touchdown, yes. Ramirez is going to keep inside the 5 to near the 2.5-yard line.
Scott came on a blitz, but Ramirez was able to get around him.
Watch it again.
Here's Scott right there, couldn't make the tackle.
Carter did. He wanted to take away the option, they did, but Ramirez did a good job of getting it in. Third down, goal to go. 12 seconds on the play clock. Ramirez looks things over. He's got 6 on the play clock. And now they call a timeout. Well, it's the smart thing to do. Again, take the timeout to know what you're doing in this situation.
It's Nimitz who took the timeout.
Well, Nimitz is trying to save time then, I guess. Although, why would they? I guess they just didn't like the alignment because they only had a couple of seconds on the play clock. So I guess they just didn't like the alignment they were in defensively, so they called the timeout. Next week, Bob.
The Mustangs of Grapevine. This is another team that's had all kinds of problems this year, the Grapevine Mustangs. And the Irving Tigers, right here.
We're having problems tonight.
With L.D. Bell.
Over at Pennington Field.
Well, it's been a long time since the Lions of R.L. Turner have won a football game, but they're pretty close to doing it right now.
Well, they're 3 yards away from
away.
tying the game.
Yep.
Those for extra points have been an adventure tonight. Ramirez, hands off. Waters is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Fourth down, goal to go. Well, folks, this is what it's all about, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
He stopped at the 3-yard line. And now Nimitz wants to talk to their players. Because if they do score a touchdown, they want some time left on the clock. Interesting game. Not pretty, but interesting.
Yeah. Well, it's a physical game, obviously. But by the same token, there's a lot of gray matter brain work that goes into these things, too.
Absolutely.
So what play do you call, Lance? You got 4th and goal from the 3. What would you do?
I don't know what his best play is, but
the playmaker for this team is Ramirez, and I'd see that he carries the ball.
Well, you're probably going to run the option. By the way, Bell leading Irving 37-0 in the fourth quarter. Heritage pounding Grapevine 41-7. So both those teams next week are going to be coming off a whacking.
So here we go. Big play.
And
official called a timeout. Let's see.
The scoreboard apparently isn't right. They wanted to put it to 1:55 at the clock. ask Wally Banks to run that clock to 1:55. Won't be good for Nimitz next week. They go over to Pennington Field, Bob. They're going to play Trinity. Will not be pretty. Here comes Ramirez, a pitch back. Waters, and no, he is stopped at the 1 yard line.
Well, you're right. They went with the option. Watch it here.
Waters puts the head down, but just the good play was made that time by Jordan Simpson. The game-saving tackle, perhaps, by Jordan. Good job by that young man. The Vikings take over on their 1 yard line with 1:49 remaining. Turner does have 2 timeouts, so what they want to do is stop them, obviously, on 3 plays and use a timeout on 2 of those to try to get the ball back. It is Nimitz's job to try to wedge it out of there. First off, to give their punter some room, and second off, get a first down and end the ball game.
D'Angelo Allen is the running back. That's Allen.
And D'Angelo into the ball game, and he is close to a first down.
Boy, big play by D'Angelo.
Boy, huge.
Yeah.
They want the senior in there. They want those hands. He's got him wrapped around that ball and follows his players there. Chris Garduno, the right tackle, through the line.
And he got 10 yards and a first down and breathing room.
Right.
Big play.
Huge, yes. Yeah. Everybody looking at their sleeves. It's going to be Allen who carries the ball. I mean, either him or Clark. So it is Allen. D'Angelo powers his way across the 15 out to the 16, and now Turner will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts.
Allen, the ball carrier.
There's a young man, Mr. Simpson, who made that play. Will that be the play of the game? Perhaps. Again, you got all those touchdown passes to Clark or Velasquez. Without either of those two, Nimitz is playing catch-up. Well, the offense has not scored for Turner here in the second half. And really, Turner has scored only 1 offensive touchdown tonight. Handoff Allen, breaks it outside. D'Angelo spins.
Another first down.
Got out of bounds, but he got the first down, so that should do it, ladies and gentlemen.
Strickland made the tackle for the Lions.
Turner can stop the clock only 1 more time. Ooh, Nimitz doesn't even need to hand it off anymore.
And they probably won't, but I don't know. I think they just take the knee.
Here's Allen. Allen gets across 30 to the 40. There's your first down, and there's your game for sure. They will take the knee from here on in with 61 seconds left. So that's a 17-yard pickup.
LD Bell 37, Irving 0. Ravensfield in the 4th period. Lamar 24, Arlington 14. Stanbridge Stadium, the final
so first down as Turner takes their final timeout.
Forresterfield with 8:27 remaining in the game.
So they have none remaining, and there's really no reason for Turner to snap the ball, or for the Vikings to snap the football again and run it. Just take the knee from here on in. Well, it wasn't pretty for either team, but it was exciting. That's all we can ask for here. when we come to these games. Turner, Nimitz in 2 weeks. We'll watch right here. They'll play the MacArthur Cardinals. And that will be a very interesting contest because you'll have Coach Brian Rogers there facing MacArthur, and how well he knows a team, because remember, he took them through spring drills. He knows that offense of the Cardinals very, very well. He knows what players do what things and, you know, what they can't do and maybe what they're spooked by. And so that will be an interesting matchup in 2 weeks. Clark going to take the knee. There's the smart play. He's going to lose 5 yards, but who cares? It's over now. They'll have to take one more snap before this ball game is over. Whoa, this one will leave you breathless, I'm sure.
36, second down, 15.
Turner playing their best game of the year, although their turnovers really did them in here tonight. (26) 10 on the play clock, so they'll have to snap the ball one more time, and this ball game will be history. Again, Clark takes the knee, and he'll take those knees, even though he loses 10 yards off his rushing totals for the night. But it doesn't matter. The Vikings win their homecoming game against R.L. Turner. The final score: Nimitz 20, Turner 14. We'll be back right after this.
R.L. Turner 14.
Well, the Vikings win it, as you see the shot of downtown Dallas with Reunion Arena all lit up there in large Marge in the foreground. It's an exciting game, and it came down basically to our play of the game right at the end. 4th down, goal to goal, the pitch back to Waters, and he is stopped at the 1-yard line. Nice defensive play made by that young man, huh? Jordan Simpson coming up with the big play of the game. Bob Berry has the coach down on the field. Let's go down to Bob.
Coach, your thoughts on tonight's game?
Woo, I tell you what, if that didn't keep you on the edge of your seat, I don't know what you will. You know, obviously we didn't play very well tonight, but I love the way our kids kept persevering and battling. And, you know, we're going through some growing pains right now, but I sure do love the effort of our kids and the fight down there at the end on that goal line stand. I mean, that's big for the program right there.
You took a timeout just before that final play. What did you tell the kids?
We just told them, you know, this is it. You know, you got one play. Somebody's going to step up and make a stop right here, and that's exactly what they did.
And your thoughts about the game? Basically, what do you take out of this game, winning it?
Well, anytime you get a win, you're never going to give it back. So we're going to take that win. But obviously, R.L. Turner came in there and fought us hard, and that's very obvious. They got at us on us early, kind of shook us up a little bit. But I loved, again, the way our kids kept battling and persevering. And you know, we better get better this week in a hurry. You know, we got a tough one this week, and the last 5 are going to be tough. So we understand that, and we're ready to get back to work tomorrow and get going.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you.
Right. Okay, now let's take it back up to Lance Brown.
All right, thank you very much, Bob. The Nimitz marching band out on the field right now, getting ready to perform their routine. Sadly, it's after the ball game, but that's what happens during homecoming. I feel sorry for the band members because they've worked so hard all week, but most of the people have left. But let's take a look at some of the highlights of this ball game starting in the second half. It was the Vikings in their passing game that did it. Here's the big play right here. Clark going up on top to Scott, and adios. And that put the Vikings up in front 13-12. And then the Vikings one more time go long. Here's Velasquez. Perfect throw, perfect catch, and good job by Velasquez to run it in as Jared gets his second touchdown of the season. And here's the final stats. And obviously it was a very even ball game. Look at the total yards. Can't get any closer than that, right? Look at the bottom, though. What's the big difference? Turner, 5 turnovers in the ball game. The 4 interceptions, the 1 fumble. Hard to win a ball game like that. And that's why Turner dropped this ball game, and that's why Nimitz won it. And by hook or crook, they get there. So it's a win for Nimitz, and they go on, and let's see what happens from here on in. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast from my broadcast partner, Bob Berry, and our entire crew led by our producer director, Scott Snyder. My name is Lance Brown. We thank you so much for watching, and good night from Irving School Stadium.
Irving Game of the Week has been brought to you in part by Gerald Stavely Dry Cleaning,